Late one night, a mother would be reviewing footage from a camera placed in her daughter's bedroom, when suddenly, something eerie would be captured. A mother would upload footage from a home security camera placed in her daughter's bedroom. In the footage, we can see her daughter playing by herself in her bedroom late into the night. However, things quickly take an eerie turn as the daughter suddenly looks up towards the camera and starts talking to something that isn't there. The whole time this is occurring, we can hear a faint voice in the background, responding to the daughter's voice. However, at this time in the night, the mother is asleep and the daughter is the only one in the room. At one point during the footage, the daughter says, "Hi, Grandma," and according to the mother who uploaded this footage, her grandma had recently passed away shortly before this footage was captured, leaving us and this mother to wonder, who exactly was the daughter speaking to in her bedroom? And could this have been a moment of connection between the daughter and her deceased grandma? Late one night, a night guard in Mexico would be patrolling a bus stop in Aztec City, Mexico, when suddenly he would see something chilling. This footage took place in a bus stop located in Aztec City, Mexico, which sees a lot of activity year-round. According to the night guard who recorded this footage, other employees at this bus stop reported seeing a young girl and boy who would pass through this area. However, when they would go to investigate, they would find nothing. So, on this particular night, the security guard would start recording after spotting the young boy during his shift. And during the footage, we can see what appears to be a little boy wandering around the bus stop. And the whole time, the boy doesn't seem to be going in any specific direction, just aimlessly walking around as the night guard watches from a distance. Many commenters would point out that the boy in the footage appears to be casting a shadow, which points to the possibility of this boy being alive and not a spirit. However, the night guard claims that shortly after this footage was recorded, the boy mysteriously vanished. On the same night, the night guard would start recording once again after seeing something in a different part of the bus stop. See if you could notice anything strange. If we look closely at the window closest to the camera, we can see what looks like a young girl looking out from behind the window. However, this time the figure appears to have dark, black eyes and a pale face with a ghostly complexion, leaving us in this night guard to wonder, what exactly has he captured during his night shift at this bus stop in Mexico? And are these mysterious figures simply children lost in the city, or the spirits of children who may have passed away at this bus stop? An employee would be reviewing CCTV footage taken late into the night, when suddenly he would notice something bizarre. A Reddit user on the Ghost subreddit would upload footage taken from a CCTV camera placed in a warehouse they work at. The OP explains that at the time this footage was taken, the lights and the alarms would be suddenly activated. However, no one was inside the warehouse at this time. In the footage, we can see multiple rows of boxes neatly stacked on top of each other, when suddenly, a small orb-like light appears in between the rows and slowly drifts by, only to then vanish right after the lights turn on after tripping the alarm and light systems. Many commenters would theorize that this orb-like light and/or figure is simply a spider or bug walking across the camera lens. However, the OP explains in the replies to these comments that the light systems in this warehouse are temperature activated, meaning it takes a sudden change in temperature for them to be activated in this manner. And this footage was taken in the middle of winter, meaning the chances of bugs showing up in the warehouse are slim, leaving us and this employee to wonder, what exactly has been captured in this warehouse? And is this mysterious figure simply a speck of dust, a curious bug, or something more bizarre? A man and his fiancée would be participating in a tour of an old museum, when suddenly they would capture something eerie. A Reddit user on the Ghost subreddit would upload 2 photographs their fiancé took during a tour of an old museum. According to the OP, he and his fiancée would be exploring an upper floor of the Andrew Lowe House Museum, which is supposed to reflect what a nursery would have looked like at the time it was built. This museum is one of the oldest buildings located in Savannah, Georgia. It was the house of Andrew Lowe and his family. In the first photograph, we could see the OP standing in the doorway of the nursery room in the upper floor of the home, with a doll sitting at a table in the back of the room. However, in the second photograph, something eerie is captured. If we look closely at the doll in the photograph taken seconds after the first, the expression on the doll changed. In the first photograph, the doll has a neutral expression. However, in the second photograph, the doll appears to have an angry expression, with its eyebrows clearly looking to have shifted, and its eyes and mouth are slightly different, leaving us in this OP to wonder, what exactly has been captured at this old museum? And could these photographs be proof that this old museum could be haunted? Before we move on to our last frightening clip, make sure you are subscribed so you can stay in the loop for the latest frightening findings. And while you're at it, give that like button a spook and check out some other scary videos I showcase on this channel. Now, let's continue. A group of paranormal enthusiasts would be participating in a guided tour at an old museum, when suddenly they would see something terrifying. A photograph would be uploaded which was taken during a tour of the Telfair Museum, located in Savannah, Georgia. This infamous museum was built in 1886 inside the home of the Telfair family, and was the first art museum in the southern United States. However, this museum would go down in history as being haunted by the family who once lived in the home the museum was built in. Many people who have visited this building claim to hear unexplained footsteps around the home, and have witnessed ghostly apparitions of Telfair family members. In this photograph, we could see a portion of the lower and upper floors of the home. However, if we look closely at the glass door hidden below the upper staircase, we could see an eerie figure standing behind the door. The figure appears to be wearing a white dress or cloak of some kind, and doesn't resemble what a normal reflection of a person would look like, leaving us in this OP to wonder, what exactly has been captured during this museum tour? And is this eerie figure something more mundane, or the spirit of one of the family members said to still haunt this museum?